Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. तो I know that मैंने वीडियो बनाने में काफ़ी लेट कर दिया है. I think I have taken a 4 to 5 months break from my last video that I have uploaded in the month of November. But I'm really sorry. I was busy with a lot of things that are going on currently in my life. I think I will be making a lot of videos now because I have few topics in my mind. So to cut things short, welcome back to my channel. तो actually problem थी क्या? For that, why I was not making the videos on YouTube, that was that I was not pretty well disciplined in my life to manage each and everything so that I can have a dedicated time to make YouTube videos. Because ऐसी बहुत सारी चीज़ें थी जिन पर I was working, but I was not able to get time for myself so that I can make YouTube videos. मेरे पास बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स थे जिन पे मैं वीडियोस बना सकती थी, बट इट वॉज वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट टू सिट एंड डू अ स्क्रिप्ट राइटिंग एंड देन मेक अ वीडियो ऑन इट. सो आई वॉज जस्ट पोस्टपोनिंग इट फॉर नेक्स्ट डे एंड नेक्स्ट डे एंड नेक्स्ट डे. एंड जैसे सबको पता है कि कल कभी नहीं आता है. So we all wanted to be a better, stronger, healthier version of ourselves. But the problem is, are we actually driven to be it so? I think not. At least I am not that driven. I was not that driven because मेरे पास टाइम ही नहीं होता था किसी चीज़ के लिए. प्रॉब्लम वॉज, ऐसा नहीं है दैट आई के नॉट मेक टाइम. आई वॉज नॉट डिसिप्लिन्ड इनफ टू गेट टाइम टू मेक things possible for myself that I wanted to do so. So finally, to tackle everything, I thought what is correct to be a disciplined person so that I can get time to tackle those things that I wanted to do in my life. Because the lack of discipline was making it very difficult for me personally to sticking on those things that I planned for myself. Because I tried many times and I was on and off on many timetables that I have made for myself, but I was doing it, I was discarding it, I was working on it, I was discarding it. So this was the loop that I was stuck in. But then I decided that I have to be disciplined so that I can do a lot many things that I'm not able to do so. So summing everything up, today we will be talking about how to be a disciplined person in our lives. How to try to do things that we want to do in our lives but we are not able to do so. बिकॉज मोस्टली होता क्या है, जब हम ये काम करने स्टार्ट करते हैं, वी स्टार्टेड टू फील गिल्टी अबाउट आवर सेल्व्स, द थिंग्स दैट वी कैन नॉट डू, द थिंग्स वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू बट वी आर नॉट गेटिंग इनफ टाइम और इनफ मोटिवेशन टू डू इट. सो इन चीज़ों को कैसे टैकल करना है वन बाय वन, आई ट्राइड इट माई सेल्फ एंड I tried it for myself and it worked out. So right now I am at a very good headspace. I think I am not lacking behind for things I want to do. There are times when there is a lack of motivation to just get up from my bed and do things that I have plans. But still, at least I'm trying and I'm working it, and I know one day or the other I will make it happen. So first we'll understand what is actually discipline for us. Because most of the time हर इंसान के लिए डिसिप्लिन की डेफिनेशन अलग होती है. कोई एजुकेशन के लिए वर्क करना चाहता है, कोई किसी और चीज़ के लिए वर्क करना चाहता है. बट पर्सनली हमारे लिए डिसिप्लिन क्या है, हम किस चीज़ के लिए स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं, वो डिसाइड करना सबसे ज़रूरी है. Because mostly the things are that we want to do are not aligned with the things we actually want to do. Because mostly I have seen my time that I waste is generally scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through the social media apps. So firstly I decided that what is the actual thing on which I am wasting my time. And I think the more and more we waste our time on doing these things, this will become a loop of wasting time and we will get stuck on this and we will not be able to cope up with those things that we actually wanted to do. If we want to become healthier, if we want to become stronger, we want to do things in our task list and if we want to do other things. But we will be wasting our time with going out, eating junk, wasting our time on social media, generally on Instagram, because these days the reels are actually very engaging. There are very different topics that people are talking about, but not every time the scrolling is good for us. That scrolling is just a game of dopamine that we get in just for few moments, but after that, that is just total waste of time. So we have to untrain our brain to not rely on these cheap ways to get dopamine, and how we need to plan our brain to be a disciplined person. So how we cannot waste our time and be little productive and make ourselves a disciplined person. So obviously I know it will be very difficult for each and everyone, because it is difficult for me also and I am still working on it. But we will go slowly, but we will try to tackle each and everything one by one, so that we can understand that how easy it is to be a disciplined person. So we have to change the word discipline to self love. Yes, as soon as we will change the word discipline from self love, because I have read somewhere that self discipline is self love in action. And when you'll start thinking discipline in that way, you will start loving yourself and you will start loving the idea of being a disciplined person. And also, it will be very easy for you to be a little disciplined person in your life and be on track on what changes you want to have in your life. Because when we start doing something from initially and we make a plan, it is very difficult to stick on it. But when we'll decide that by this way we can develop our better version, and we can have the criteria of all the list checks that we can have in self love, it will be very easy for us to stick to that plan. Because when self love comes in, we started to treat ourselves much better than we will be treating ourselves in earlier days. So the narrative of being a disciplined person actually changed after it, when I switched to many different things to change the word discipline to self-love. I started to feel like a responsibility that I have on me. I have plans, and because these days self-love is the trending topic that each and every person is doing, be it a boy or a girl. And also when you start doing it again and again, it will become your habit. And when you will be habitual of having that self-love, you will love the idea of loving yourself in a disciplined manner. Second will be finding your competing interest. So first we need to understand that what we feel actually enjoyable other than scrolling on phone, because each and every person have their own personal plans that they don't share. Also initially it can be difficult when you'll just sit and think that what is my actual plan that can change the cheap dopamine level that I am getting from scrolling the social media. But sooner or later, when you'll just sit and think and try to understand, you will get the actual thing. If you're stuck on the same loop that I don't understand, that how will I easily get each and everything that I want to, but without working out, you can try to do the cost benefit analysis for yourself. So, what is actually cost benefit analysis? So, easily, if I make you understand, you can think your life in that way that you are in an interview. And it may sound very cringe, but it will actually benefit you, because when you'll think that whatever you are doing currently in your life, if you'll be doing that same thing again and again in next 5 years, where you'll stand by. And if you think that those things that you're currently doing is good for yourself and you will get benefit after 5 years or in the long run, then you're on a good track. But when you'll realize that things you're doing in your life will make your future, will make your 5 years later self a bad person, or a person that is stuck again on the same loop that you're currently doing right now and you're not getting any benefit, then I think you have to stop and rethink and remake the plan and understand that this is not the correct way to live the life. And then, when you will understand that your life is not on a right track, you have to make a plan and then see if you will be doing those things according to your plan that you have make right now in next 5 years. Then you will see that you are a different person than what you are right now. And then you will realize that being a disciplined person can make you a good person, will make you a healthier, smarter, and I think a better version of yourself. The cost of being a disciplined person is the giving up on small things that were giving you initial happiness for some times, but they were not actually beneficial for you in a long run. But when you'll see the benefit side of it, you will see that you will become a smarter person, you will become a healthier person, you will become a good person and a better version of yourself. And then the dopamine level that you'll get, you will see the change in your life. Also, when we will see the changes that we are having in our life, and I think the people around us will also feel the positivity and the radiance that we will have inside us, that will make us feel more happier and more fulfilling in our life, and we will be on a very good phase in our life, and the headspace that we have is the most fulfilling phase in the lives. Third, you can get a lot of motivation from the social media also. Let's suppose you have an ideal person whom you wants to be, or you have an personality that is in your head and you want to be like that. But when you'll realize that you want to be that person but you don't have a plan, you can go on social media, you can go on YouTube or Instagram, you can listen a lot many podcasts, a lot many interviews of that particular person or the person who has similar attributes as the person you are feeling that this is the ideal person you want to be like. You can see and you can relate, you can understand that what is good for you and what is not good for you, what you can do and what you can't do. You can make a plan, you can follow those things, and you will get the motivation by seeing that yes, people are doing many more things to be a person they want to become by being a disciplined person. And also, there are many books that can help you to become the person of your dreams in your life. And I think the best book that helped me also is personally Atomic Habits by James Clear. That particular book have a lot many points on which you can rely on which you can think that you can make a plan of, and you can include a lot many points from that book in your to-do list, in your schedule, in your plan that you want to make for yourself. Fourth point, don't talk negative about your plans. Also, don't talk negative about the things that you have in your mind. If you want to be a disciplined person, don't repeat that I'm lazy, I am finding things difficult to do it, I don't have time to do things that I want to do, I don't have time for many things. I know I also did a lot of times the same things, but I think that is a total wastage of time. I have seen many interviews, I have seen many podcasts where people are saying that if you want to change your life, first you start speaking positively about that particular dream, or at least start speaking positive about yourself. When you'll start thinking positive, when you'll start speaking positive about yourself, you will understand that how positivity can change your life, because changing your identity starts with your mind, that what you think about yourself. If you will think about yourself that I am this particular person, you will start behaving like that. If you think that you're a lazy person, you will in the end of the day start behaving like that you are a lazy person. Fifth point, and the I think most important point, is that you have to create a system to make discipline automatic. because everything starts with a plan. When you will have a plan to do each and everything that you have in your pipeline, it will become easy and more systematic, so that you will achieve each and everything by that particular plan. Then the most difficult part is getting started with everything. We have made the plan, we have our idol, we have the positive attribute, but it is very difficult to start those things in a proper way. So I think firstly we have to understand that getting started is the actually real thing, and we have to start in any way. If you will find it difficult to start, this plan will be a plan on the paper and it can never become an action. So I think I have completed all my ways by which you can be a disciplined person in your life, and you can have the better version of yourself, and you can remain and trust that particular better version of yourself in your life. So if you like the video, do like, share and subscribe to my channel if you're new, and please share this video to a lot many friends that you have. Thank you so much. Love you and see you in the next video. Bye bye.